In the beginning, there was nothing. Then, there was a board.
My name is Andres Angulo.
Johannes.
My name is Thomas van Ouwerkerk.
Come from Colombia, Bogota.
Obere Dijkstraße 41 in Graz.
Uit de Lier nummer 1 in de Lier.
I worked in different theater companies in Berlin, Poland.
I worked in Holland as an actor at Jacob Album Company, and also I have my own collective called Thomas Sas en Jos.
I was in the school in making Erasmus in Essen. So it was 1 year before I finished my school in Paris.
After I saw the show in Utrecht in the Schouwburg, I thought, this is fantastic, I want to work with them. I saw them in the Stad Schouwburg in Utrecht. Stad Schouwburg, Utrecht. Utrecht.
I worked with a few people who worked also with Familie Flutz and in Berlin in different projects. So I get closer and closer slowly to the company.
Misha and Hayo, the directors of the company, went to Essen to make like a meeting with us as students. And 2 weeks after that, Hayo contacted me and asked me if I wanted to come to Berlin and maybe to have the possibility to work in a new project that they were doing at that moment. That was Heidi, where I started to work with them.
I remember the first thing I realized that we have really different heights. So we are the little Daltons actually. I'm the tall one, there's a middle, and there's a small one. So that's what I thought that I realized for the first time. Like, tuk, tuk, tuk.
At that time, Thomas was wearing like a big beard, so I thought if this guy wants to work with mask, he needs to shave. With Johannes, we met a couple of years before that, so it was nice to see him back and to this time for a real theater project on stage.
I was really happy to work with Andres because I knew him before and I knew it would be cool. And Thomas was just, wow, what a beautiful man. Three years. No, now it's 4.
Makes 4 years now, but with Corona and so on, 3 years and a half.
4 years.
13 countries.
I think 14 countries. Like Holland, Germany,
France, Sweden, Greece, China, Chile, Finland, England, Scotland. Yes.
South of Germany, I thought it would be the worst because it was in a tent and it was at least 40 degrees and we were sweating before we entered to play. But finally, the public was so excited, it was quite okay to show.
For me, the most nicest place to play was in London at the Mime Festival, and yeah, being able to play in London, it was really cool. Actually, we had one of the best performances was in Gütersloh, because there was something happening with the lights, was a new light system. So the technician said 5 minutes before, sorry guys, I have no idea. Let's do everything in the same light. I don't know how to handle it. And then something happened. And then because we just had to survive, we just did it. And it was a really, really good show in Gütersloh.
Sorry, where?
Gütersloh.
Where is that?
Gütersloh.
Hi. Du willst wissen, wo Gütersloh liegt? Das ist im Prinzip ganz einfach. Da gibt es die sogenannte 4-Metropolen-Regel. Ich kann das mal zeigen. Und zwar, hier ist Hasewinkel, ne? Das ist ja bekannt. Dann haben wir hier Herzebrock-Klarholz, Schloss Holte-Stuckenbrock, Ummeln und im Prinzip genau in der Mitte, da liegt Gütersloh. Ich freue mich total auf die neue Produktion. Bis bald. Ciao.
I think I started with the idea for a new show.
I think it was Andres.
I started with, I had the idea to play together.
to find an end.
The idea was to have little stories about the end of the world.
Yeah, little stories about the theme, the end.
Yeah, we collected material for videos, pictures, and ideas, stories to.
We start to think about what we want to play and what we want to play together.
And when we collected everything, we asked a meeting with the two artistic directors of the company, Hajo Schule and Misha Vogel, and we prepared our presentation with computer, videos, pictures, words, themes, everything. It looks really good, and we presented to them.
So we saw it and we didn't like it.
The question? Who gives the question? So the first thing is to make a brainstorming.
It can be really concrete or really vague, or an image, or music, everything.
We also try to find inspiration because from the beginning we know that we will play together, the three of us.
And there was also the question what we want really to do, where we find fun.
Or what you never see on stage before and what you want to do.
So you just mentioned that it was clear that you were going to be a trio in the piece. Was that anyhow related to the brainstorming?
A family. Was also a family. Mother, father, child.
Yes. It was like a very strange image. The beer, the glass, and who is the...
Foam.
The foam. Red, yellow and blue. The primary colors.
We talked also about the three states of the water. Who is the water, who is the ice, and who is the gas.
And also head, stomach, and...
Okay. Tell me about where the action takes place.
So very quick, the idea was there from a place near the sea.
We wanted to show a big hotel.
Or a rich family who was living there.
A villa, and maybe inside is happening a party.
And then we think in a person who take care about the backyard, and this brings us to the place we are playing the piece.
And we wanted really to show the two different worlds of the poor and rich.
And the party was still going on, and we thought like maybe like a wedding can take place in that place.
So the party goes on and something will happen.
And we wanted always that the public feel the ocean, but you don't see it.
And like something happen could be like a nature disaster.
Yeah.
So
catastrophic thing.
Yeah, indeed.
That was
like
the idea.
like
Before
a
the
star,
and maybe it comes down like yellow light.
Really was like a light ray, and people got
free and
stronger, so they look like
finally
garbage starts to become like
some finds it spreading around.
So
it was like
pandemic.
Das neuartige Coronavirus breitet sich knapp einen Monat nach dem ersten Auftreten in China weiter aus.
The World Health Organization says Europe is now the epicenter of the global coronavirus pandemic.
Kulturelle Angebote werden gestrichen, Bundesländer sagen größere Veranstaltungen ab.
But it's too early to say if the epidemic is past its peak.
With the number of global infections exceeding 500,000.
All right.
So how we do it?
I have to say, really, I have a problem to work at home. For me, it doesn't work at all.
So I think that the possibility is that Thomas cannot travel. That's right.
No, I'm stuck in Amsterdam. You're the three are in Berlin, but I'm in Holland, so, and there's no way I will travel this 2 months if it looks like this.
So
well,
Andre,
maybe we can meet. We can be the three of us in the studio and.
Yeah.
I don't hear you. Sorry.
One of my main characters is Guus. Guus is actually a Dutch name. In English it doesn't really exist, I think. It's more like Gustav than Ruby, but it's Guus in Dutch. He's a man of 50 years old. He's the manager of the villa, the house, and he is really strict. He wants to have everything under control, but life takes him in different directions, and the end result is that he doesn't have anything under control. He's a little bit stuck in his own life, in his own thoughts, and he just wants to be free. He's humorless. He wants to be loved, but nobody loves him. It's a little bit of tragedy for him to live in this time. We start creating the characters on the so-called the hot chair, and the hot chair is you sitting on this chair and somebody else asking questions, and you answer in the character, and you think of what's the age, etc. There's no time to think, and just the first impulse that comes out.
Okay, Lucy is a young woman, she's pregnant, and she's traveling. She arrives from a different country to this courtyard, Hinterhof, in which the whole story is happening. Yes, well, Lucy comes from a different place, from a different country. She arrives at the beach and she discovers an object which will change the destiny of the characters in the piece. She's one of the most principal characters in the piece, and it's because of her that the story happened.
The name of my character is Walter. He is the Pförtner. What is Pförtner?
The gatekeeper.
Ah, okay, thank you. The gatekeeper. And he's already super long time in this backyard. He's a little bit crazy in his head, so he loses all the time his keys, and he doesn't know what to do if you have too many things to do. So he forget every time to close or to open the gate, and he's a bit lazy.
Ich bin Mascha und ich mache die Kostüme für Feste von Familie Flöz. Also ich glaube es war vor 2 Jahren, da habe ich schon die Kostüme für Dr. Nest gemacht.
Und wie war es mit Familie Flöz zu arbeiten?
Also mit Familie Flöz, also es ist auf jeden Fall eine Herausforderung, es ist total spannend, es ist... Also die Familie Flöz, die entwickelt ja die Kostüme. Es ist jetzt nicht so wie bei einem normalen Theaterstück oder einer Oper oder beim Film, dass du ein Drehbuch hast und genau weißt, okay, so und so viele Kostüme werden gebraucht, so viele Figuren sind da drin und so weiter, sondern es ist halt so, dass die Familie Flöz die Arbeitsweise hat, alles zu entwickeln. Das heißt, am Anfang ist es improvisiert und dann entstehen langsam die Figuren. Manche Figuren sind da, fallen dann wieder weg, so. Und dadurch muss man immer, eigentlich ist es die Herausforderung, viel bei den Proben zu sein, viel zu schauen, wohin geht es. Und wenn man dann so ein bisschen eine Ahnung hat, die Kostüme mitzubringen und zu entwickeln. Und dann eben, also was halt wirklich das Allerwichtigste ist, dass die so genäht und gearbeitet sind, dass sie schnell umzuziehen sind, weil man immer wenig Schauspieler hat, die sehr viele Figuren spielen. Und das alles irre schnell gehen muss. Also müssen sozusagen die Sachen so sein, dass man sie eigentlich in einem anziehen kann. Also Anzug, Hemd, Krawatte, Fliege, alles in einem. Und das ist eigentlich nur 1 Sekunde, zack, und dann ist das nächste Kostüm da. So. Genau. Also die Figur Lucy ist ja eine Schwangere, eine junge Frau, eine Flüchtlingsfrau sozusagen, die arm ist, die nichts hat, die irgendwie... ankommt, und da habe ich einfach geguckt, irgendwie, was haben wir? Ich hatte gedacht, eigentlich ist es schön, weil sie hat dunkle Haare und ist eher braun vom Teint, dachte ich, und sie ist eigentlich unsere Protagonistin. Habe ich eben gedacht, das wäre eigentlich schön, wenn man gelb hat, wenn man was Strahlendes hat, wenn man nicht unbedingt sagt, okay, das wird jetzt grau, wie ein graues Mäuschen, sondern dass man wirklich sagt, okay, es ist eine Farbigkeit drinnen und man arbeitet in Schichten. Also man hat mehrere Schichten, die man dann übereinander zieht. Genau, und so habe ich das aufgebaut. Also ich habe halt einmal einen Rock gefunden, das war eigentlich ein Kleid, was ich umgeändert habe hier. Dann habe ich eben Stulpen genommen, ich habe es so zusammengebaut, aus vielen verschiedenen Stücken, so. Über Walter, der ist der Hausmeister, der ist auch eher einer von den ärmeren Leuten. Also diese Produktion Feste spielt ja eigentlich in einem Hinterhof von einem Hotel oder einem Gutshaus, wo eben Leute hinkommen, um zu feiern. Und Walter ist eben der Hausmeister, der auch eher so ärmer ist, träge ist, schluffelig ist, irgendwie ein komischer, merkwürdiger Kauz. Und es ist ganz oft so, wenn Hayo die Masken halt, wenn ich die Masken sehe von Hayo, sind mir die Figuren oft sehr klar. Also dann geht es eigentlich erst los. Also ohne die Masken geht es gar nicht so. Und da habe ich auch erstmal, okay, das soll dick sein, das haben wir schon so beim Proben gemerkt. Und dann habe ich einen Bauch gebaut, dann haben wir gedacht, okay, eine riesige Korthose, irgendwie habe ich 2 Hosen zusammengenäht. Und geguckt irgendwie, okay, was gibt's für Hemden und so weiter. Genau, und ein Polunder eben dazu und das auch alles wieder miteinander verbunden, dass die Umzüge schnell gehen. So. Und einen Arbeitskittel, ja, so. Güß ist der Manager von diesem Hotel, der steht so, also von der Arbeiterklasse irgendwie an oberster Stelle, würde ich sagen. Und genau, da habe ich den Anzug, den habe ich nicht von hier, den habe ich bestellt, muss ich zugeben, weil Thomas, unser Protagonist, einfach sehr lang ist. Und es ist dann irgendwie, also es war halt hier nichts da, was man nehmen konnte. Und genau, und da ist es halt eigentlich, ich weiß nicht, soll ich das mal zeigen, weil zeige ich euch danach, ja. Also es ist halt so, dass halt auch einfach alles mit Druckknöpfen präpariert sein muss und so weiter und eine Krawatte dran schon festgenäht werden soll und so. Genau. Also in meinem Leben mit Familie Flöz, ja, was da passiert ist.
Würde auch reichen.
Hi, I'm Hayo Schüler. I'm one of the artistic directors from Familie Flöz, and I made the masks for Feste. I think Luzi from the beginning was meant to be like a main character, so it's a solitary character. She's alone, this is important, and it was clear that she was pregnant. And she should have something demanding to the other characters, so it should be believable that everybody becomes active because she's there. So this was like the main challenge for the mask, I think. Actually, I did 2 versions of Lucy. So this was the first one. That till today is also in the play. So right now she is playing Lucy. This was the first draft that I did, and then I was afraid, or I had doubts that she is maybe too strong, and I did a second version that I thought it was more accessible and more friendly and more naive in a way. This mask is very strong and the eyes are very strong, and we figured out that the character worked much better when she's kind of shy and avoiding eye contact, and it's always very tricky when the mask meets the actor for the first time, because the actor in a way is also the writer or the author of the character, and then I propose a mask for it, and sometimes it's not easy, because the writer or the author has a certain imagination, and then the mask is something that doesn't change anymore, so it's there. It's really a clear proposal. And when the actor puts the mask, he doesn't know how he looks like and what impression he does. So it's it's a very strong division between the inner perspective of the actor and how does it look from outside. Yeah, for the character of Jus, it was pretty clear, I think, from the beginning. So I think I understood the proposal of Thomas, the draft of the character. So it was very clear for me in the rehearsal. And then I made a connection very quickly to a character from the series The Crown, and it's Tommy Lascelles. So it's like he's kind of the servant or the chief of staff in the Buckingham Palace. During the modeling, I sent pictures to Thomas, and we had some. He gave me some feedback. So the mask for Jus was pretty much in cooperation actually with Thomas, which was nice.
Actually, it was a really nice moment because I was going back from Berlin to Amsterdam for Christmas after rehearsals, and Hayo sent me a picture what I did not expect at the moment, and it was the picture already of the first draft of the mask of Guus. And when I saw it, I thought like, yes, this is it. I would just want to go back and try it on and then go back, but it was not possible, of course, so I had to wait in the new year to see the mask.
Walter, so the facility manager of the courtyard. I had one image, a drawing, I think it was Churchill, I think, like a caricature, which I thought could be a good base to build the mask. I think the first feedback in the rehearsal was, oh, very German, the mask. So I think Thomas said it. I'm not happy actually with the hair. Could have a stronger haircut or a better haircut, I think. I think what's now really missing for the performer, but also for us, also for me as mask maker, is the encounter with the audience. Because in the end, they decide what is playing and how the character is. So I think the performer really need the audience to feel the character in a way.
Hallo, ich bin Felix. Ich habe das Bühnenbild entworfen und mit meinem Team gebaut. This is the cabin of the doorkeeper. Pretty cozy. So this is the entrance to the basement, and here we have the mason, the villa. This is where the rich people live, and this is the part where the poor people or those who serve live. And up there is the kitchen of Mario. I give you back. Ciao, buongiorno. Questa è la cucina. So this is the place where all the garbage is located. This is the beautiful balcony of the mason. And back here we have the sea, the beautiful sea. Yeah, this is the entrance to one of the most beautiful masons, let's say in the world, maybe in Europe, but I'm sorry, it's closed for you at the moment. And we will only see it within the play.
jetzt hier mal Schluss mit Social.